In this section, we will discuss about the troubleshooting of the Ethernet network. So troubleshooting is very important because when you are making the connection, so there is a possibilities you will get some type of the problems. Okay, so it is necessary to do the troubleshooting. Okay, so in this section we will discuss about the explain network troubleshooting methodology. What are the methodology technical engineer can use to check the or shoot the trouble. Okay, so there is some theory which is required, like identify the problem. First you need to identify the problem, then establish the theory to probability of the cause. For the example, if internet is not active or internet is not connecting, so this is the problem, internet is not active. So there is a probably theory means maybe your connection is broken, maybe your misconfiguration, maybe you not put the right DNS server, or you did not provide the correct IP address, or your computer are not getting the proper IP address. So all these are the theories, probability theories. Okay, then when you write all the theories, probably possibilities, then you will start the testing one by one. Okay, so once you will test all the theory, then you will determine the problem. What is the problem actually exists? So establishing the plan and action to resolve the problem, and then identify the potential effect. After that, what type of the solution you are implementing. For the example, if you are missing the default gateway, you are provide the IP address and you are missing the default gateway, and due to the default gateway the internet is not active or not making connection. So once you will enter the default gateway or provide the solution by entering the default gateway, so you need to be whatever the solution you have done, you need to write down all these things. Okay, what type of the problems was there, and what are the findings you have done, what action you have done, and what was the outcomes was there. So what is the benefit of the documentation? Once again, if you will face any type of the problem or the similar problem, so you can sort out, right? So this is the methodology which is actually used by the high level of the engineer. But normal engineer like me and you just plug out the cable and do everything and then plug the cable and just do all the type of the configuration in India, but they are not going to be do the documentation. But in other countries documentation is required, what you have done, right? If you got the broken cable, then you will have to create a documentation and you need to define what was the problem. Okay, but in India everything is based on jugaad. Okay, but in other countries the first thing is they will try to identify the problem. How they will identify the problem? They will gather the information. Means if you are technical engineer, so it is necessary for you to identify the problem by gathering the information. How will you gather the information? You will gather the information by questioning the like technical support. You are calling you are questioning to the user what type of the problem is it was, or other things. You can analyze the logs, what type of the logs are there. So you go to the machine, access the machine and check the logs. And also it is necessary, if you are not able to identify the problem by yourself, so you can take the help of the other technicians, where if they had faced such type of the problem, they will guide you how you can resolve this problem. Okay, this is called identify the symptoms of the duplicate the problem. If duplicate problem means the same problem happened sometime before and the same problem happened again, so it is the duplicate problem. Okay, so identify the problem by gathering the information. Okay, another type of the information you can gather or the identify the problem by asking the question to the users. What type of the question? These questions are related to the technical fault. Like you can ask the question which time the internet was not working, which time it was working, okay, and what type of the light is blinking on the port. Like this type of the question when you ask, the user will explain their observation. Then you can try to find out the problem. For the example, if the red light is blinking, red light is on the port, so it is consider your port is down. And if the orange light is blinking, it means there is a block, the port on the block stage. If there is a green light but continue, so it means misconfiguration. If the green light is blinking, it means everything is okay. Data is sending, data is receiving. It may be the problem of the logical configuration like default gateway, DNS or something else. So identify by asking the question and determine if anything has been changed, like if someone plugged the cable or break the cable or anything happened, so you will identify then. So there is a established theory of the probable cases. So from the known symptoms I have told you already, the blinking of the light, these will be considered as a known symptoms. There is some other symptoms or happened depend on the different of the lower layer. Layer means from top to bottom, you will check layer by layer. And again, two type of the approach will be top to bottom and bottom to top and divide it, conquer. For the example, if you are opening the SSH and the question is connection timeout. So connection timeout means your request is reaching to the target machine but not getting any response. So it means one on the host machine it is working properly, but there is a problem on the another end. So another end you will start to bottom to top. First you will check the connection. You will try to ping. If ping request is coming, it means there is a problem of the layer 7, means layer with the application. So you will check the firewall and application, what is the problem actually, keys and much more. That is the things where you can resolve the problem, right? Then once you will try or determine your probability, then you will start the test your theory. Theory means one by one. So what you can do, isolate the problem of the single component or the system, then run the test to prove the theory. Like you are think there is a default gateway problem. So how you will test? Just change the default gateway or check the default gateway is correct or not, right? Then you will find yes, default gateway is correct, means your first theory executed and result no result. Then you will try the next is a DNS server configuration possibilities. So you will check configuration, DNS configuration wrong, make it correct and then check it is working or not. If the working or the theory is fine, then you don't need to go on the next theory. So generic solution are replace, repair, replace or the ignore. This is the problem in the case of the like cable, connector. Cable, connector, and repeater or other device. If there is a possibilities or the problem in these like cable, repeater, connector, so what is the problem? You can repair it, replace it, or you can ignore it. The other option was the replace it, buy the new and then replace it. Another is option is इग्नोर कर सकते हो आप. इग्नोर इन बहुत रेयर केसेस में होता है, जहां पे बहुत मींस बहुत रेयर प्रॉब्लम, मतलब बहुत नॉर्मल प्रॉब्लम होती है जिसके प्रॉब्लम होते हुए भी काम चल सकता है. देन यू कैन इग्नोर द प्रॉब्लम. अदरवाइज यू विल हैव टू डू द रिपेयर और द रिप्लेस. यू हैव ओनली टू ऑप्शंस. देयर इज ए वेरी less possibilities of the ignore the problem. Ignore means like there is a one computer, another computer, and they are sending the data, and you have connected the straight cable instead of the crossover cable. But of course they are working, but not providing the good speed. So okay, not bad, but yes, they are working. So in this case you have find there is a straight cable has been connected. So in this case you will go in a ignore state. Okay, now plan to change the carefully and try to anticipate effect. So change management and authorization. First you need to take the authorization. You are able to do the changing or implementing solution, or you need to other person or the third party, which type of the problem and how you can resolve it. If the problem is very big, so you can provide a notification to the users like this time the hard disk or the server will be down or server will be maintained, right? You are getting such type of the scheduling. So if the problem is big, then it is possible to notification and scheduling and change the control. So it has happened in a organizations, in a big organization. After completing your resolving your problem, then you need to verify full system is functionality or not. Okay, so whatever the problem you find you have fixed, after fixing the problem, your system function is normally or not. Okay, and I identify the preventive measures which are preventing problem from recurring. Means there is a possible to again the problem can be done. So what is the measures you can do? For the example I have told of, I have given the example of my cable. So my cable was like this. So at this point it is a start warning. So in the next time what I will do? I will put it the straight. In the straight cable there is a not possibilities of the winding. Okay. So it is called preventive measures. Okay. Which will help you to prevent the problem from recurring. So in this section we will discuss about the document findings, actions and outcomes. So what you need to first you need there is a ticket system. Ticket system actually implemented or most of the organization have like this, like your internet is not working or your any device like USB or the mouse is not working. So what you will do, you need to generate a ticket like contact detail related to summary description and assign to anyone. Assign to means the problem who will be resolved, to assign to, right? Date, it is depend tomorrow or the whatever the dates, it is depend like there is a some priorities. Agar anything is very high priority, it will be done fast, and if there is a low priority, they will be considered lower. Like here the priority medium, high or the low priority. Then category, if there is any type of the attachment, it is in the case of the software the problem or like this, but in a hardware you don't need to provide any type of the attachment. Then save the ticket. Once you will save the ticket, the person who have assigned the mail will be sent to that person. The person will take care of your problem. Okay. Now the ticket system and then categorize the problem based on the priority and identify their trends. And if there is any possible known issues, so it is based on the knowledge base. So knowledge base means there is a base of the previous complaints. So if the previous ticket match with this issue, so it will be considered as a known issue. So it may be the known issue or it may be the unknown issue. If the known issue, then the technical support team will consider that particular ticket or the previous ticket. Then he will follow all the steps, given steps or written the step in a documents, and they will solve the problem. If the problem is a unknown, then you will follow all the steps, then find the problem, solve the problem, and then write the document for the future use. Okay? This is actually the professional way. Got it?